How did the real estate market perform in West Lafayette for the month of July? Let's dig back through the numbers. Hi, I'm Geoff Gooch, your local realtor here in the Lafayette, West Lafayette area with the Russell Company powered by App Properties. If you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the West Lafayette area, I'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. So the market in July continued to be hot. We're halfway through August now, and quite frankly, the numbers continue to probably match up to July numbers. It continues to be a hot market, but I've assembled the data through the end of July. So let's take a glance. So in West Lafayette, and so that's the West Lafayette city limits. And just to be clear, the West Lafayette city limits are not the same thing as the West Lafayette School Corporation limits. So this is the municipality of West Lafayette. So not all of these homes are going to be West Lafayette schools. But in West Lafayette in July, there were a total of 62 home sales. That's a little bit of a drop from June. In June, we had 79 home sales. So it dropped a little bit, but it is still up a little bit from May. It was 58, so it's 4 over May. This is not an indication of people not wanting to buy here in West Lafayette. This is actually a sign of there not being enough inventory on the market. We just are not seeing enough sellers. There's a lot of reason for that. There's a lot of people that are reluctant to give up their 3.5% percentage rate to move on into 7% APR. So, there's some very good reasons not to sell, but as a result, that means that people that need to buy just don't have enough choices right now. And, that 62 number is just anemically low. Next, we want to dig into how many days did it take homes to sell. So I always start with the high number. So the high number is 140. So a little more than 4 months. Throw away those high numbers. They don't mean a lot. They're something to talk about, but they are not reflective of anything other than they're a data point. Perhaps somebody had their house way overpriced and they just refused to move on it. Perhaps there were some unforeseen issues. The low days on market were 0. That's right, 0 days was the low. That means that at least one home came on the market and had an accepted offer the very same day. The average was 13, so of those 62 sales, the average days on market was 13. That's right, a day less than 2 weeks. Now, you'll hear me say a lot, I like medians a lot more than averages, and here's why. The median for West Lafayette in July was 5 days. That means of those 62 sales, 31 of them were 5 days or less. So more than half of them were less than 5 days. And the other half were 5 days of more. And if we actually dug into the list, we'd see that 5 days probably holds through a good bit of that upper half. That means, a house goes on the market on Monday and we have an accepted offer by Friday. It's that quick. Now, it's a little bit slower than it was in June and in May. In both of those months, the median days on market were 3. That means that a house would come on the market on Friday and we'd have an accepted offer by Sunday. What does this tell you? Well, it tells you if you're shopping for a home in West Lafayette, you better have all your ducks in a row. You have to have your pre-approval. You got to have a realtor who's on top of your wants and needs so that as houses come on the market, they can be lining up showings for you and getting you into them as quickly as possible. Because you know what? If a house comes onto the market on Friday and it's sold by Sunday, if you don't have your team working for you, you're going to be left in the dust. It sounds mean, but it's just the truth. 3 days is nothing, but the 5 days was the median in July. Let's talk about pricing. So I use high, low, average, and median again in pricing. The high number is just kind of a fun number to talk about. It was $1,499,900 was the high price. The low price was $125,000. No home in West Lafayette in July sold for less than $125,000. Yeah, think about that for a minute. The average sold price was $413,731. That was almost $30,000 more than it was in June. So that's a little bit of a tick up from the previous month. And it is the high of average prices for the last 2 years. So last month saw the highest average price in the last 2 years. Finally, in list pricing, we have the median price of $394,450. So again, 31 of those homes sold for $394,450 or less, and then 31 of them sold for $394,450 or more. That's about a $50,000 increase over the previous month, and about a $40,000 increase over the month before that. So, it continues from a pricing standpoint to be a strong asking market. Those prices are all the ask. Let's talk about actual sales prices now. So the high sale price was $1,350,000. That means that home that was listed for $1.5 million, they took $150,000 off of the ask price when they actually got it sold. The low price sold matches the low price listed of $125,000. So whoever listed that $125,000 home got exactly their asking price for it. The average sales price was actually a touch under the average ask price. The average sale price was $410,064 versus the $413,731 of the average ask price. So that was a spread of about $3,000 and change. So people were getting just a hair under their ask price on the average. And then on the median, it was almost dead on. It was $392,500 was the median sales price. $394,450 was the median ask price. So just about a $2,000 delta there, difference in price between ask and sale price. So, people are getting what they're asking for their homes, certainly within 1 or 2% for the most part. West Lafayette is just a really hot real estate market right now. The houses are moving fast. People are getting what they're asking for them. Those asking prices and those sale prices are moving up month over month, and they're holding. So if you're interested in purchasing a home in West Lafayette, I'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. Please feel free to reach out to me. You can call me or text me. I would love to help you find your perfect home here in West Lafayette. And if we've learned anything today, it's that you got to be ready to move. So if you're looking, reach out now and let's find you that perfect home. Thanks and have a great week.